All right, and we're back, and we were talking about what were we talking about? We were talking about the Microsoft name change. SkyDrive definitely is Microsoft's brand, and according to the British Sky Broadcasting Group, they have to change it because they came up with it first, basically. And like I say, I don't see this affecting Microsoft at all. You know, I mean, Microsoft is a big company. I see them using this to their advantage and really saying that, using this to say like they're rebranding or they're renaming Microsoft, making Microsoft into something bigger and better. And so you're going to see a name come out that signifies Microsoft's evolution, if you will. Something that they're going to change. We were SkyDrive, now we're this. You know, and since the British Sky Broadcasting Group allowed Microsoft a set amount of time, they didn't say how long, but a set amount of time that they can transition into the new, their new name. Definitely, you know, definitely this is going to be something that we just have to wait and see how Microsoft uses it and how they transition. All right, now we're talking about ASUS. Now ASUS, you know, they make a lot of good products. The ASUS Transformer tablet comes to mind. ASUS makes a lot of good laptops as well, and they have revealed the ROG Titan G70 gaming desktop. Now this thing, let's just talk about this here, and I'm going to show you a picture of this beast right here real quick. At least the casing, this thing is pretty tight. Now, if you didn't snag one of the ROG Titans G30s, ASUS announced in June that they announced in June because you know that ASUS was well, maybe you didn't know, but ASUS announced the one of the ROG Titan G30s in June, but the Taiwanese manufacturer has already one-upped itself, combining the transforming case of last year's Titan G88 90 with the G30's major features: water-cooled Core i7 4770K, one-touch docking, multi-monitor and surround sound support PC. Now, just for a good measure, an available NVIDIA GTX 780 graphics card can replace the 30's GTX 680. Now, sure, the G70 is Haswell equipped, but that's not nearly as impressive as activating turbo gear on its push a button on the system overclocks, and then its side and top panels extend outward automatically, exposing the rig's 10 fans. So when you overclock this bad boy, the sides open up to expose the 10 fans so you can get more cooling in there. Now, how cool is that? As frosty as the tower's innards, we'd imagine. If that wasn't enough to push you over the edge, it's wirelessly charge any QI compatible devices you might have as well. This beast of a rig should be available soon at retailers near you, but ASUS isn't providing pricing information just yet. But we're guessing it's probably expensive if it's going to have all of this hardware attached to it. So definitely this is something that if you're a hardcore gamer, if you're a gaming rig fan, you know, you're someone that's like, yeah, you know, you like to have the latest and the greatest in terms of gaming rigs, then this is definitely something you want to look for. Because I mean, every year a new console for every year is a new console for computer gamers. If you're a computer gamer, you don't have to wait the 6-10 years that console gamers have. You know, technology advances so fast with computers, and gamers looking to stay up on the latest and greatest technology has to shell out thousands of dollars each year. See, that's the thing. With game consoles, you spend a few hundred, but PC gamers shell out thousands of dollars each year in upgrading their systems every few months. And while most tend to build their computers from scratch and upgrade each part as needed, some less technologically inclined or lazy, whichever you want to put it, individuals tend to just buy a new computer every few years, just like a console. And that's where the Asus ROG Titan G70 comes into play. If you want to upgrade to something big and bad, this is definitely what you want. Now, the biggest difference, like we said, is that turbo gear button. When you press that button, it overclocks the processor, the Core i7 4770 processor, that Haswell processor that's built into this thing. It overclocks it, and then the sides open up to reveal those 10 fans that are in there now, and it instantly overclocks. And to compensate for this, it opens up with those 10 fans, including the water cooling system that it has running through it. Now, the computer is definitely the top of the line at the moment, but there's currently no price point for it, as we said before. But this is probably going to be crazy expensive, and probably available right around the Christmas season. So if you're someone that you love your gadgets, and you like to upgrade, or you're looking for a top of the line gaming PC, maybe you don't have a gaming rig yet and you're looking for a top of the line rig, or you're just looking to upgrade, like I said, most PC gamers that I know, they will upgrade their systems themselves. Like, they buy a system, they buy a casing for it, and they just upgrade the parts. They'll upgrade the processor, they upgrade the motherboard at times, they upgrade the memory, they upgrade all those things piece by piece, but for those that are just getting in to the, this is how this thing looks. When you overclock it, this is how it looks. It opens up these doors to unleash the 10 fan system that it has inside to cool this thing down. And I'm talking also with the liquid cooling and running at overclock speeds, definitely with a Core i7 turbo boosted hyper-threaded Haswell processor in it, overclocked. Oh yeah, this thing is definitely going to be a beast, and it has that new GTX NVIDIA graphics card in it, probably 2 graphics cards in that bad boy. Definitely, this thing is going to be crazy expensive. Yeah, I don't expect this thing to come out cheap. $2,000 no, $3,000 no. We're talking maybe $7,000. This thing beefed up will be coming out with, so definitely, if you're a PC gamer, and I know PC gamers, they religiously will buy new computers every few years just to keep up. And also, not just that, but they'll spend thousands of dollars just upgrading their system with new motherboards, even getting a new chassis for their gaming rig and stuff like that, upgrading their cooling system, adding even 2 or 3 graphics cards in there. I mean, definitely, PC gamers, they come to play, and that's why the games on PCs are always so much better than on consoles, because consoles are fixed, whereas PCs can change incrementally. You can get incremental changes with PCs. So if you're looking for a top-of-the-line gaming PC, you want something to impress your friends, the Asus ROG Titan G70 is definitely what you need. It's coming out later this year, I'm guessing around Christmas, so just keep that in your head, the Asus ROG Titan G70. That should be coming out around Christmas time, and definitely this thing is going to be a beast. So I can't wait to see. And with the new NVIDIA GTX 780 instead of the GTW 680 graphics card in there, definitely this computer comes to play. So, we just got to wait and see. You got to wait and see how, what kind of pricing. It's going to be expensive. It's not a matter of if it's going to be expensive. It is going to be expensive. It's just a matter of how expensive this thing is going to be. Speaking of expense, Samsung getting into the smartwatch game. We just talked about a new smartwatch by Omate, the True Smart is what they're calling it, the True Smart. They feel this is the only true standalone smartwatch out there. And now Samsung also, remember we talked about LG, we talked about Microsoft, we talked about Apple, we talked about all of these companies rumored to be in the smartwatch game, Samsung is also in that mix of rumors for their smartwatch, coming out. And according to Tech Radar, Samsung Gear smartwatch could arrive with the Galaxy Note 3 on September 4th. So Samsung is looking to take a preemptive strike on the iWatch. Yes, I mean, the company is definitely looking to launch this thing sooner rather than later. Now, rumors have been ripe for a while that the Galaxy Note 3 smartphone will arrive on the eve of the IFA at a special event on September 4th. But reports this weekend suggest that it may have some company coming up. So we're coming up on a break. And after the break, we're going to talk about what Samsung has up its sleeves. I mean, the Korean giant, they just don't slow down. Samsung isn't resting on its laurels, isn't resting on the success of the Galaxy S4 and even the Galaxy S4 Zoom, that camera phone, that camera that's also a phone, the Samsung Galaxy S4. They're not resting on their laurels, and Samsung seems to be trying to take this smartwatch battle to Apple. And the thing about it is, since we know that Apple depends on Samsung for some of its chips and some of its parts as it relates to the iPhone, iPod, all those different products that Apple has, it would be interesting to see if Apple is going to use Samsung parts in their iWatch, and it'll be interesting to see if Samsung keeps the best parts for themselves, if you will. It's going to be interesting to see how Apple deals with this. But coming up after the break, we're going to talk about what Samsung has up its sleeves as it relates to the Galaxy Note 3. Is it going to come bundled in? Are they going to have a companion? We're going to wait and see. All of that and more coming up after the break on Tech Pulse. So just stay tuned.